The News Line.
Hello and welcome back to People's TV. In this episode of People's TV, we share a video clip you will not find in mainstream media. It shows an aid truck that arrived in the Gaza Strip, welcomed by cheerful Gazans. As we have explained before, such aid trucks were often intercepted by Hamas before reaching their intended destinations, with the supplies looted, which created significant challenges for the Israel Defense Forces, IDF. While preventing hijackings is not difficult for the IDF, their operations must be carried out with extreme caution to avoid harming civilians. In this video, Israeli soldiers are only a few meters away from the people. They can see and hear the Palestinian civilians, who are applauding, cheering, and expressing gratitude. It is noticeable that not even a single shot was fired during this operation. Let us pause our narrative so you can listen to the joyful voices of Palestinians as they receive aid from the truck. This footage demonstrates the humanitarian approach Israeli soldiers take when dealing with Palestinian civilians. It also reflects the positive response of many Palestinians toward the soldiers. We have pointed this fact out before. Despite such evidence, pro-Hamas media outlets continue to accuse the Israeli army of ransacking aid supplies or using aid distribution as a tool to suppress civilians. Now, some viewers have suggested that we should simply report news without commentary. We respectfully disagree. Our purpose is not to be another channel that repeats international headlines. Our goal is to fact-check what we share, provide verified information, and highlight the truth. While we avoid unnecessary criticism, we will not remain silent when false narratives spread. Our mission is to analyze events, explore the facts, and deliver clarity, not just to act as a conventional news outlet. Certain voices sympathetic to Hamas have claimed that Jews oppress Palestinians in ways worse than Hitler's genocidal campaign. This false narrative is one reason we chose to share this video. If Israel truly wanted the destruction of Palestinians, why did it hand over the Gaza Strip and West Bank for Palestinian self-rule? Historically, there was no state of Palestine. The Gaza Strip belonged to Egypt, and the West Bank to Jordan. The Gaza Strip and the West Bank, historically known as Judea and Samaria, were captured by Israel during the Six-Day War, but not from a Palestinian state. Despite this, the Israeli government allowed Palestinians to govern the Gaza Strip and West Bank in pursuit of peace. When Israel withdrew from Gaza, it did not leave behind barren land. It left infrastructure, including multi-million-dollar greenhouses that exported 50 million flowers annually to Europe. Moreover, many Arabs live freely in Israel itself, not just in Gaza and the West Bank. Palestinians have even acknowledged that life in Israel is far better than in these territories. Those who accuse Israel of genocide on social media are often either uninformed about history and geopolitics or deliberately distorting the truth. Our channel exists to challenge such misinformation. We are also accused of being bootlickers for Israel or of failing to stand in the gap. The truth is, there is no such thing as standing in the gap with terrorists. We have always condemned terrorism in the Middle East, starting from the launch of this channel. Those who call Jews worse than Hitler fail to condemn the October 7th attacks. They also ignore the fact that Israel supplies water and electricity to Gaza, even under threat. Let us not forget that Arabs and Palestinians live freely inside Israel, although not a single Jew is alive in the Gaza Strip. Some critics highlight that Israel has denied visas to evangelical Christians, claiming this has weakened U.S. support. While certain Orthodox or hardline Jewish groups may hold anti-Christian views, this does not represent all Israelis. Christians love Jews because Jesus was a Jew, but many Jews reject Jesus as the Messiah. Even so, this is not the attitude of the entire Israeli population. Anti-Israel groups exploit such minor incidents to build resentment, turning molehills into mountains. Claims that U.S. support for Israel is fading due to these visa denials are exaggerated. For example, Donald Trump's victory over Kamala Harris was partly fueled by a strong pro-Israel stance. Pro-Hamas voices amplify isolated incidents out of context to create a false narrative against Israel. In conclusion, anti-Semitism is on the rise worldwide, especially in Europe and the U.S., reaching levels unseen in decades. This hatred has deep historical roots but is now magnified by weak immigration policies that have allowed unvetted extremists to spread anti-Semitism, particularly across universities in the U.S. These attitudes do not represent the majority of Americans. A similar trend is visible in Sri Lanka, where Israeli tourists in Aragambe were targeted. If such hostility is evident here, imagine how severe it is in other parts of the world. Europe, in particular, is under growing influence from radical Islamists and is increasingly turning against Jews. If this report helped you see the situation on the ground clearly, don't keep it to yourself. Like, share, and subscribe to People's TV, where truth has no agenda, and facts speak louder than spin.
Subscribe us for more details.